Okay, hello everyone. I wanted to make another video today. I'm gonna change the oil on a 2016 Toyota Highlander. So right behind me is a car. The service engine came back on. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So like that, you don't have to go pay anybody. You can do it yourself. So this is a Toyota. Okay, it's a 2016 Toyota Highlander. Is if you don't know what type of oil to put on here, you could either refer to the owner's manual, or you can look at the oil cap. So if you see it here, it'll tell you right there what type of oil. Okay, so you know. Okay, and then the type of oil, I already bought it. This is the oil right here. I went and bought it. Okay, and it's the OW 20 in synthetic oil. And like on this Highlander, it takes about 6.5 quarts. That's what the guy at O'Reilly's told me. And then this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a special tool to get the cover, because this is your oil filter. Okay, so when you change your oil filter, it's also gonna have two gaskets that you gotta change, but it goes on the cover that goes on here. And then this right here, when you take the cover off, you put that in there so you can drain the oil out into your pan. Okay, so also what you're gonna need is you're gonna need an oil pan. So I'm gonna show you right now, so you know where to put it at. So pretty much this is what you need. Okay, just so you know, you're gonna need the half-inch. You have the half-inch socket, ratchet with the extension, and then you need to take the screw out from the oil pan, and this is a number 14. This is a 3/8 drive. Okay, and also you're gonna need a special tool to get the cover for the, pretty much I'm gonna put it right here to take it out. And you can get this at any auto store, O'Reilly's, AutoZone. They're not that much. So, but it's not like the old oil, you know, when you change your oil on other cars, you know, you get some kind of thing that turns it out, you know, you tighten it up and you turn it right or left. This one's different. Okay, and it's not the same. So I'm gonna show you the next step is which I'm gonna loosen the bolt on the oil pan so you can see where it's at. So I'll come under here so you can see. So here's your oil pan right here. Okay, there's your oil pan right here. And then here, like where this is where your oil filter goes in. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen the oil pan bolt. Okay, so as you can see, I already have the oil pan down here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the first screw. So this is the one that's a number 14. So this is the bolt you're gonna take off to drain the oil. Okay, so okay, so that baby's gonna come off. Just be careful, you know, have a rag or something. So drain the oil out. You don't want to have it like right, you know, like over here. You want to have it like a little ways up that way. Okay, so I believe that's the way it is. There you go. So all you gotta do is just let it drain out. Just let it. Okay, so once you drain your oil out, I went and bought a couple of little washers here. And what you want to do, I mean, if the one you have in there for the bolt, if it still looks good, I mean, you can still use it. But if it's messed up, they usually sell a bag of these. Just put it on there when you put the screw back on the pan. Okay, that's once you're done draining it, when you put it back on, it doesn't hurt just to get one and put it on here, so it doesn't leak after. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it back, and then I'm gonna remove the oil filter. Okay, and you could get the stuff out of O'Reilly's, AutoZone, the filter. Okay, one thing I wanted to clear up is that in order for you to change the oil filter with the same number 14 and 3/8 drive, you could take out the oil filter cover. Earlier I had said you got to use the 3/4 one, I think, but you don't use this big one. You use the same one that you take the oil bolt off, and I just use that extension. That's the one I'm going to use to take out the oil filter. Okay. So this baby goes in here. And then you just gotta loosen it. See? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the cover off for the oil filter. So first thing that's gonna come off is this right here. So it's gonna push it. Okay, bring that baby out. Okay, so you're gonna get some oil that's gonna come out of there, and then you're gonna put that plastic one. There you go. It's just, so when you do put it in there, you snap it in there, and it starts emptying the oil out from where the oil filter's at. So once that stops leaking out, then I'm gonna go ahead and take this other part off with that other what do you call it? See. With this one. Okay, and this one is the one that goes, I'm gonna take this off. Okay, then I wanna put this on there, and that's gonna go around this thing. Around this. So okay, I wanted to say that on this piece here, if you see, I mean it already drained the oil out, but I just want you to remember this right here. When you put it on, the only reason why this goes down here is to open it up, okay, and drain the oil from the oil filter. Now this, when you put it on, there's a certain way you put it on. You have to put it on, you know, like push it in there even so it'll snap. But that's all it does, it snaps in, and you just unsnap it out. See? Look at that. Or I think maybe if you get like a screwdriver in here, let me see if I can unsnap it out. See? So I did put the screwdriver here. There you go. Just unsnap it out. That's pretty much it. But when you put it in there, just press it in there and it'll lock in there. Okay, so next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this tool in here, okay, to take it out. So, see. Okay. So if you can see the whole thing turning, And if you can see this thing right here, see how it goes in? It goes right in there, the grooves. Okay? So I loosen it with this. And take it off by hand, and you're gonna see that filter come out. There it is right there. Okay? So there's your filter in there. So what you gotta look at too is see that black O-ring on it, that's gotta get replaced. And then the one in here. See, I'll show you once I take this off. Okay, so I wanted to show you, this is the new filter and this is the old one. Okay, so right here you see in the package the O-ring. This one here is the one that goes on here. Okay, this little one here, okay, it's gonna go on here. Okay, but in reality, okay, let me take this out real quick. Okay, this comes right out. Sorry about that. There you go. Okay, just slides right in there and out. Just take this one. You see in there? Okay, but the other O-ring, the little one, goes right in here. Okay, that's where you put it in. And when you put this on, it goes in there, and it goes right inside. See? So this O-ring is gonna go right in here. Just make sure that it goes in. Make sure that it goes right in there. Put some oil on it, but I'm gonna do that after. Okay. Just get the new filter. Okay. Put it in there the way the other one was. Okay. And then I'm gonna snap it back in there, but I'm gonna change this O-ring and put this new one on. And then I'll put it back on there. Then also when you put this on here, make sure you get a little bit of oil. Make sure you get a little bit of oil and put it on the O-ring. Okay, don't forget to do that on both of them. Okay, just wet it with oil and then put it back on there. You gotta make sure that it goes on here, right? Okay. See, and then don't have it in there twisted. So I put it back in here, right inside there. Okay, just make sure that it's not twisted. I wet it a little bit with oil before I put it in there, so don't forget to do that. Okay, and I'm gonna put it back in here. Come in here, screw it on there. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to use a tool to put it on here. See. So I got that one there. Then I'm gonna get the little O-ring. Okay. So now I'm going to put the O-ring in here. Once that sucker's in there, right? Okay. Okay. So you see the O-ring on there? Okay. So I'm gonna tighten it up, and then see, where's that? Yeah, right here. Remember, it's got an O-ring there, so that's it. Hopefully it won't leak. I already tightened that one up. So now what we gotta do is we gotta put the oil on. Okay. Okay, so now that I changed the oil filter, emptied the oil pan out, I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil on there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check the dipstick, which is right here, where I showed you. Okay, we're gonna pull it out. Okay, we're gonna wipe it down. Okay, if you notice here on the dipstick, okay, you see the two little lines right here. Okay, when we put the oil in there, you gotta make sure that your car's flat, and when we put the oil in there, that's gonna mark it up to right here. You could go a little bit over, but just try not to go way over. So I'm gonna put the oil in now, and then we'll check. Okay. 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 So I put this. I believe it's 5 gallon or 5 quarts. I put the whole thing in, so I'm gonna check it with the dipstick, see how much it gives me. So remember, we gotta try to get it to where it comes up to right here. Even if it's a little bit higher than that, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna check it with the dipstick, see what it shows me. Okay, it's showing it up to right, if you can see. It's showing it up to right here. Right here. Okay, so not quite. So I'm gonna put another quart in there, but make sure that you wipe the stick down, okay? So I'm gonna get the other quart in there. I believe it takes 6 quarts and a half. Okay, so that's 6 quart. And then I'm gonna do this one here, up to like right here. And then marks it here, the oil, if you wanna know how much you use, because you can see it moving up here. You can see it move. So I'm gonna put half of this one. Okay, shows it right there. Well, almost half. So that's all I'm putting in. I'm just gonna double check it. Okay, you can see right there, it's just a little bit above. Okay, see right there, that's up to right here. So I'm gonna clean it one more time. So So you could see, so you guys can double check it after you put the oil in, okay? So there's nothing on here, if you could see, okay? Nothing. When you pull it out, make sure you put a rag on the bottom so you don't get dripping it anywhere. And there it is right there. Right where I want it. Right there. That's what you want. Okay? Put the cap back on. Don't forget to put the cap back on, okay? And that is how you change the oil on a 2016 Toyota Highlander, okay? So if you guys have any questions, any comments, let me know, okay? So again, if you guys have any questions regarding, you know, how to change your oil or anything like that, just don't hesitate to reach out to me.